because I'm sure you don't want to see my ugly mug, I am at this place. There we go. Yep, West Ham United. Yeah, so me and family are staying here in London for a little mini break for about 3 or 4 days. I have been relieved of my husband and parental duties for the morning before reacquainting myself with the family. So basically we're stopping somewhere near Greenwich, and I was looking at stadiums to go to just to have a little look around. And basically my geography of London is atrocious, quite frankly. I don't even know how I actually got here. It was like an absolute miracle that I didn't get lost, basically. But turns out that if you get the tube from oh no, it's the DLR from Greenwich to Canary Wharf and Canary Wharf to Stratford, that takes you on to West Ham United. So I thought to myself, yeah, that's easy enough, not even I can mess this up. Just about managed to do it, so yeah. Yeah, just gonna have a look round basically. I actually came here about 2 years ago, I think, and I've actually done like a full vlog on West Ham, which has had like a couple of 100 views, so you're welcome to take a look at that as well. But yeah, I'm just going to take you along and just have a look round basically. It is an awesome stadium. I would very much like to come here one day to see a game. Let's have a look. Show the outer bit first. Yeah, fair play to West Ham, that's quality, that is. Very, very impressive ground, really like it. But because I'm an old man, I actually do miss Upton Park a little bit, I've got to be honest, guys. I'm like in my mid-40s, bit of a traditionalist, and yeah, have suffered many losses at Upton Park as a Liverpool fan, unfortunately, including a couple of 3-0s and a 4-0, I think. But yeah, I always did like Upton Park. I was quite sad when the West Ham left, actually, but I can kind of understand why I've done it. I'll get to any comments in a minute, guys, but I'm struggling to like see anything. It doesn't look sunny, but it's like super humid today in London. I'll just show you around as well, actually. So if you're going to come to West Ham, basically the station, you can't quite see it, but just over there, there's Stratford Station. And then you come to the Westfield Centre, which is just back that way. And there's a little arch just over there. And then you just come down here, basically. Presumably these are late and the fans come in, I'm not totally sure. There you go, welcome to the home of West Ham United. Oh, I could just about see something. Hi Joshua, how you doing, mate? You alright? Like I said, folks, just oh, I think I can see another one now. Hi Top Shooter, you alright, mate? Just bear with me, folks, with the comments, because like I said, I can't see, I can barely see a bloody thing at the minute. So but yeah, I'm going to try and take you around as much as I can do. There's some work going on here, which I'm assuming I can get round. Yep, well, looks of it. There's this crazy thing up here as well. Yeah, not sure what that is. These are some of the banners. Top Shooter, New York. No, definitely not, mate. Definitely not. East London. I think I'm in East London. Anyway, sorry, my geography of London's absolutely atrocious. Yeah, no, it's West Ham Stadium. Got some more character banners. Right, I'm assuming this is where everyone gets their food from before the match starts. There's the West Ham badge. So I was actually meant to go to a couple of grounds in London today, but We had a very, very long day exploring the capital yesterday, and we all got very late this morning. So I might only be able to do West Ham. I'm going to try to see if there's a chance for me to get to the Arsenal as well on the way back. But if I can, I'll do it. If not, then yeah, it'll just have to be West Ham. But that's fine. Oh, thank you, Molly. Cheers. Yeah, so Queen Elizabeth Olympic Park. There's some more food stuff. Oh, here's the stadium store coming up. There you go. Some more. There's Gerard Bowen. I have to say, even as not a West Ham fan, what an absolutely fantastic footballer that lad is. I think he's great, to be honest. So presumably this is another area for fans to come in. No alcohol beyond this point. Good luck with that. Yeah, and that's the turnstile information and stuff. Let's have a look. Yeah, lad, we don't do that on my channel, so jog on. Oh, I can see another message now. NRSCH. Are you alive? I am at the minute, but my family's somewhere around here. They've gone off to visit a zoo or something like that. God knows what it is they're doing. So I'm on my own for the minute. Like I said, I'm just going to have a walk around the stadium. I'm going to show you some of the murals as well. And there's a few statues as well. I think there's the Bobby Moore one and the Sir Geoff Hurst as well. I think there might be is there Trevor Brooking possibly? Not too sure. Oh, this is pretty cool. West Ham's trophy thing. There we go. So there's Europa Conference League, FA Cup. God, that was a long time between trophies for West Ham. 75 FA Cup. No idea what that was. European Cup Winners' Cup, FA Cup, and the Football League War Cup. I didn't know West Ham had won that, to be fair. Let's have a look. NRH. I'm not NRH. No, I'm just a football. Well, I'm a Liverpool fan basically, but like I just love going around football stadiums and stuff. I've got loads of football stadiums on my channel. If you want to check them out, so I've been to like Wolverhampton Wanderers, Birmingham City, Villa. Where else have I been? Newcastle, obviously Liverpool, Man City. I've even been to Telford, who play in the Conference South, I think. Derby County. I've been to. Trying to think where the hell I've been to. Basically, if you look at my channel, there's a playlist that says Geek Boy Does Football, and I've been to like loads of football stadiums on there. Let's have a look. Oh, sorry, NRH. Right, no, I was just saying that basically, no, I'm not a West Ham fan. I'm actually a Liverpool fan, but I go around different football grounds just having a look around, basically, because I'm really interested in football grounds and really like them. So I've been to Birmingham City, Aston Villa, Manchester City, obviously my club Liverpool, West Ham, Arsenal, Chelsea, Fulham, Birmingham City, Telford, who are in the conference, Wolverhampton Wanderers and Newcastle, I think, so far. I've been to about maybe 20 or something. I'm going to try and get round every single ground before like the next couple of years is out. But whether I can do all that, I honestly don't know. Let's have a look. Right, James, Glasgow Rangers. No, mate, you're miles off. You're miles off. West Ham. I would like to go to Glasgow Rangers, though. Me and my family are supposed to be going to Glasgow possibly next summer, or maybe Easter. I'm not too sure, but I would like to go around Celtic and Glasgow Rangers because I've never been to a ground before. But yeah, that would be pretty cool. So this is just like the back of the stadium now, so I'll get you a bit of a better view. But yeah, it's a very cool ground. Right, and this is the area around the stadium as well, just so you can have a look. So obviously in the distance there you've got Big Bad London, and my family are somewhere in amongst that lot at the minute. I have absolutely no idea where they are, so that's going to be hilarious trying to find them. But yes, they are somewhere around here, but I will find them at some point basically. Yeah, no, I'm just going to stop for a minute. Yeah, no, James, I completely agree with you. I was saying to one of the other people watching, because I'm in my mid-40s, like I actually miss West Ham's old ground. I mean, we got beat there a fair few times, but I just love the atmosphere inside Upton Park. I really used to enjoy West Ham playing there, and there was just such a special atmosphere, especially for nighttime games. I just think we've lost that with all these new stadiums. I mean, don't get me wrong, this stadium is absolutely fantastic, but I mean, I used to live in Derby, so I grew up with a baseball ground. And then you've got Everton leaving Goodison, which, as much as I'm a Liverpool fan, is a shame. Yeah, it's good for the younger generation, but for those of us who are in the mid-40s, you do feel as if you've lost something. I mean, look, I'm not a West Ham fan at the end of the day, so it's not for me to tell West Ham fans that Upton Park is better than here. But I agree with you, Matt. I do feel as if we've lost something a little bit with modern day football. I mean, even when I go to Anfield to see Liverpool, I will be completely honest, the atmosphere, unless it's a big game, is like sometimes really, really flat, and just the way you get the crowd chanting and stuff, and then it just dies. I've heard West Ham fans say this, I've heard Arsenal fans say this, I've heard United fans say this, people that I know that have got big stadiums, whereas I live in Leeds, and because it's still the old Ellen Road, there's still a pretty decent atmosphere in there. But when you watch Liverpool, sometimes like someone starts to chant and then it just dies in like 5 seconds, and like you're the only one in your row carries on chanting. So yeah, I don't know, it is a shame, but what can you do? It's the old days, I suppose. Let me just stand somewhere so I can read some of the comments. I'll just show you a bit more of the stadium too. Sorry about my camera work, by the way. I did actually have a selfie stick, which in a very annoying quirk of fate broke this morning, so I'm actually doing this handheld, so I apologise if it's rubbish. I went to the old Everton ground. Let's have a look. We're blowing bubbles. Fair play, Tom. Yeah, I've got to say, I do love. I think obviously I'm always going to say Liverpool's, but I do love West Ham's anthem. just the way that everyone sings part way through between the second verse and the third verse. Yeah, no, I do like West Ham's anthem. Yeah, dead close to the pitch too, same as Arsenal's old ground. Yeah, well, that's what I liked. Like, there's a couple of lads I knew, Leeds fans, who used to go to West Ham. They'd literally go to Old Upton Park, and I forget where the away end was at West Ham. I think it was at the, I forget the stand. You guys know better than me, but the Leeds fans who went were just like, we were literally next to the goal. And I was like, what do you mean? I was like, dude, we were literally next to the goalkeeper. It was that close, basically. So I went to Old Everton ground. Yeah. Who do I support? I support Liverpool, Tom. But like I said earlier, I just like going around football grounds and stuff. So I've got loads of grounds that I've been to on my channel, because I love football just in general. Also as well, it's given me the opportunity to get away for the missus and the child, because we're on a 4 or 5 day trip to London. And those of you who are parents will know that sometimes family holidays are a bit hectic. So I'm having 3 or 4 hours of bloke time on my own, basically. I'm in Liverpool grounds, massive now. Yeah, it is, mate. Yeah. Yeah, fair play, James. Fair play. No, I wouldn't say we've got no atmosphere. What it is if it's like big European ties and stuff like that, or if it's, I don't know, the Arsenal or like Man City or whatever, those games take care of themselves. But I'm kind of just like, well, you need the same atmosphere. And with the greatest respect to when you're playing Brentford and Forest, because you can't just expect the players to do all the work. That's what your supporters are there for. So you need to cheer on. And that's what used to happen back in the day. But I don't know if it's just because I've heard this from West Ham fans as well as Liverpool fans and other fans. There are a lot of day trippers. I mean, whenever I go to see Liverpool, I scream my lungs out basically and leave with no voice and try and get behind the lads. But there are people who, I don't want to be rude, but there are people that are like, it's like they're going to see the opera and they're being quiet, and I get they want to enjoy the match and watch it, but it's like you've got to make some noise and get behind the lads as well. So I don't know. Let's have a look. Is there a match for a concert? No, Joseph, I'm just having a look round, mate. Ibrox and a European night, hard to beat. Yeah, I'd love to go and see that. Born and bred in Anfield, Milo. Oh, nice one, Tom, mate. Nice one. I was just there the other day, actually. I did a live stadium tour. You know the Atletico Bilbao double header? I got tickets for that, for the friendly. Basically, I went to get tickets. I went to go and get tickets for my brother. And there were like, I don't know, like 10,000 tickets left or something daft like that. Maybe 3,000 or 4,000, whatever it was. And I thought, all right, I'll go to work and then I'll come back and buy my ticket. Come back about 6 hours later. Went to go and buy him, and basically said, there is one ticket left, would you like to have it? So basically I ended up going to Anfield on me Todd, and long story short, my brother didn't get a ticket, which I don't think he was hugely impressed with, but still. But yeah, I was at Annie Road the other day, mate. The tributes to Diogo as well while I was there were just insane. Really, really good. James, it's too corporate nowadays. Don't mean that people in suits. Seats ruined football, family affair. Sorry if I'm. I do apologise for not reading your comments fast enough, but literally I can barely see anything, to be honest. Riz Tar, hi Riz, you alright? He's right, lad. You used to be able to bunk in it. Yeah, yeah, absolutely, mate, absolutely. Right. I think I'm about halfway through now. I know we're getting close to the bit where they've got the statue, so I'll just take you around there. Like I said, guys, I'm going to try and get to another stadium as well in about an hour if I can. I did get told that the Arsenal are, I mean, it's not round the corner, but with a couple of tubes, it's not the most difficult place to get to from here. So I might see if I can go there. I've never been to Tottenham, so I don't know if I can get to, well, obviously I can get from Tottenham from here, but practicality-wise, I don't know. I'd actually like to go and see Wimbledon's ground. So I'm just trying to think where I've been in London. So In the last 3 years, I've been to Fulham and managed to get myself trapped. If you want to look at that hilarious vlog, please feel free to do so. But yeah, where you've got the front of Craven Cottage, basically there's like there's a bit round the corner near the Thames, basically, and it's got this like little alleyway. And I thought to myself, oh, that'll be the way round the stadium. But they were having building works at the time, and I actually managed to get myself caught in between the building works, basically. And I think someone had to come and rescue me, which was slightly embarrassing, but still, never mind. But yeah, I've been to, obviously I've been here a couple of times before. Been to the Arsenal, been to Tottenham. I'll have to whisper this one, but I've been to Chelsea as well. Don't tell anyone. I don't think that would go down very well here, to be honest. Oh, it's really nice here, actually. But yeah, I'll try and go somewhere else if I can do today, but I am a bit short for time. Also, I've been told by the missus that I need to be at Bond Street for 2 o'clock this afternoon. Quite why I need to be to Bond Street, I have no idea, but yes, those of you who have wives will understand that I do not want to anger the wife, so I will have to make sure that I'm back in time, basically. Let's have a look. James, I went to Wrexham in the early 90s. I'd like to go to Wrexham. Winning the league, Arsenal. Maybe. I mean, it's a hell of a good start winning at Old Trafford, to be fair. I travel down to the... Get on the door. 0-0. Oh, is that the balls? This is way easier with my selfie stick. But yeah, like I said, I just like going around football grounds just because I'm a bit of a geek, as the name implies. And like I said, I just love football, and I just love being around it, like literally. As I'm sure my missus will tell you, my entire life basically is football obsessed, and I've been obsessed with football since I was like 9 years old. Funnily enough, I nearly ended up supporting a team in London. In a roundabout way, because in the... I don't know if any of you are old enough to remember Italia 90. Probably not. Like I said, I'm a very old man. But yeah, in Italia 90, my dad was watching, I want to say it was Cameroon versus Colombia. So those of you who are old enough who might remember Roger Miller, when he used to do that little shimmy whenever he scored, I came in and I thought this is the most hilarious thing I'd ever seen. And my old fella was sat there, and he's trying to watch the game in peace and quiet, and I'm getting in his way and pestering him and stuff. But they went to the England training camp on that day. You know, they do the little specials and stuff, like what's going on in the England camp, blah, 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 and they have players interviews, etc. But one of the highlights they showed was John Barnes, and he was it was the goal he scored at the Maracanã in 1984. And I was captivated straight away. I was just like, Dad, who is this player? And he was like, that's John Barnes' son. And because obviously there was a few less black players back in the day, I was like, oh, someone that looks like me is allowed to play football, kind of thing. And yeah, I was just, I was like, oh wow, he's amazing, Dad. Who does he play for? And he turned around and he said, he plays for Liverpool, son. And I was like, oh cool, I'll just support them then. My old fella basically was just like, yeah, whatever, because I wasn't interested in football at the time. Anyway, cut to 35 years later, I'm still a Liverpool fan, basically. But the London connection to that is, had I asked put it this way, those of you who are old enough to know John Barnes' career, it's a very good job I didn't ask him in 1986 World Cup. I'll leave the older ones amongst you to figure that one out. Let's have a look. The name's Bob. Yes, lad. Channel 4. I remember. Yeah, good lad. Mark Walters. Golazzo. Oh, yes, mate. Absolutely right. Yeah, I used to... so I'm just going to take you around a little bit of this area as well. Yeah, I used to love Golazzo. So my Sundays when I was about 14 would basically consist of... I can't remember what order it was in, but for those of you who are younger, they used to show the Championship, or what was Division 2 at the time, on ITV, or it might have been Division 1. I'm starting to forget now, but basically what is the Championship now, they're showed on ITV basically, and it was usually like a live game back 1:30 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then that would I think it might be the other way around, but I'm not totally sure, but that would finish, and then you'd end up with Golazzo, which was Serie A, and that was live on Channel 4, and you would get all these things basically for free. So I would watch literally about 4 or 5 hours of football, and then we'd put like the Premier League on after my dad got Sky. So yeah, I mean, my mum, honestly, like sometimes on a Sunday, literally you're talking football. I mean, in our living room, me and my dad, God rest his soul, we'd be watching football. You're talking, it's like 6-7 hours. But yeah, no, it was awesome. Walters. That for drinking coffee at a cafe. Oh, I didn't see that. Yeah, Digger Barnes, absolutely. Yeah, Battistuta was class. Yeah, no, it was awesome, mate. I used to, honestly, I used to love Serie A. Obviously, the AC Milan team, when you had obviously Maldini and Baresi, Costa Curta, Nesta. Don't think Shevchenko had joined at the time when Channel 4 lost the rights, but I think I was watching when Hullet and Rijkaard and Van Basten was there as well. Oh, that's the West Ham bell. So yeah, West Ham bell. No jokes, by the way. I know what the obvious joke is. I don't know if you guys can make it out. Sorry, because like I said, I've got my sunnies on and I can barely see anything. Let's have a look. Be not afraid. The aisle is full of noises, I think that says. I probably just read the completely wrong thing, to be quite honest. Like I said, it's one of these bloody humid days in London where it's kind of like a clear sky, but it isn't, if you know what I mean. If you've ever been to London before, and it just gets in your eyes, you can't see bugger all, basically. Yeah, I think I'm getting towards the end, folks. I do know that there were some statues last time. There was a really cool Gerard Bowen mural when they won the Conference League. I don't know if it does look a bit different actually from the last time I was here. Ah, here we go. This is what I'll show you. These are the statues. There you go. How cool is that? Right, I'll just zoom out so you can see. There you go. West Ham European champions. Right, I'll try and read the mural for you. Just bear with me a second. Martin Peters, Bobby Moore and Jeff Hurst, the three sons of the Academy of Football who reached the game's pinnacle, leading England to World Cup glory at Wembley in 1966, just a year after West Ham's finest hour. 1965 European Cup final, TSV 1860 Munich 0, West Ham 2, Seeley with 2 goals, and then it's got all the team. I'm not reading all that. Yeah, it just talks about how Alan Seeley scored both goals. Martin Peters knocked it down, and Seeley scored a second goal to seal West Ham glory for the Hammers. There you go. I'll just give you a quick look at that. That is pretty cool, actually. That's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. Yes, Ravanelli was brilliant. Before the corruption, yeah, absolutely. Nesta, yeah, oh mate, Nesta, what an absolute colossus of a defender he was. Adnan, hi Adnan. You are going down. Say you are going down. I'm not making a comment on that. He was a true defender, like Corita. Very well put. You are going down. So you are going down. Hold that. Space to be. You are going down. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if Liverpool are going to go down, mate. I wouldn't have thought so, to be honest. But thanks for that. Yeah, those of you who've just tuned in late, I am actually a Liverpool fan, but like I said, I like going around old football grounds and stuff. Well, obviously this is an old football ground, but do you know what? I've always had, I don't know why randomly, I've always had quite a bit of respect for West Ham United, just because it's just such a, like an iconic, actual club, basically, where the fans get behind them. I mean, the West Ham fans, fair play to them. I was really pleased when West Ham won the Conference League. I know there was many people who are like taking the mick and saying, "Oh, it's a pretend trophy, blah blah blah." It's like, dude, at the end of the day, you can only win what's in front of you. And West Ham won that trophy, beat a very good team in the final, so fair play to them. I would have celebrated it as well. Right, I'll get you close to the statues. And there's the great man. Well, obviously they're all very great men, but this guy, yeah, England wouldn't have won what they did without that man at the end of the day. Unfortunately, I didn't have the pleasure of seeing him play, but obviously I used to watch old World Cup highlights from my dad and stuff, and obviously that tackle that he made against Pele, was it Pele? I'm totally confused now. Basically, the really famous challenge against Brazil in 1970. Obviously, my dad showed me that on VHS and stuff, and it's probably still the best tackle in football match that I've ever seen, to be honest. But yeah, three great men, and that man in particular. And in even more of a contradiction, by the way. So I am English, but I'm obviously, like a lot of people, I'm dual heritage. So obviously I get behind England when they play, but my national team is actually Ghana. And the reason I bring that up is obviously this club had a Ghanaian playing for them, which actually I don't think I should be bringing up where I am at the minute, because I don't know if that would necessarily go down too well. Oh, there's a banner for Bobby Moore just there. If you guys can see them. There you go. Yeah, what football? But yeah, I'll keep this down. But obviously, I hope Mo does well, apart from when he's playing us, of course. I would really like Ghana to qualify for the World Cup. This is a bit of a side quest, by the way, but very much hoping Ghana can get to the World Cup finals. We need to win a couple more games and then we should be there, hopefully. By the way, if any of you randomly, or anyone who watches this afterwards, are Ghana fans, I actually was here in London at Brentford not too long ago when Ghana played Nigeria, which, those of you who haven't got a clue what I'm on about, Ghana versus Nigeria is like England versus Scotland, only slightly friendlier. But it is annoying when we lose to Nigeria. So don't ask me what the result was. But yeah, no, this is amazing, this. Yeah, it's a very, 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 very beautiful ground, this. Very, very good. That thing, by the way, I've got no idea, but I like my comic books, so I don't know if Carnage has taken over a tower block or something. Yeah, I haven't got a clue what that actually is meant to be honest with you. Let's have a look. Got Arne Slot is doing the business and was yes, but I was very, very worried. Very worried. I've got to be honest, Tom. Me and three of the lads, so we usually go out boozing on Sunday afternoons. whenever we get the chance now, wives, girlfriends, and children allowing. And we're all like blokey blokes, you know what I mean? We're all, you know, not horrible, but yeah, nice enough lads. And when Klopp left, loads of our missus was like, are you going to be okay? And we were like, what are you on about? It's like, well, are you going to be alright if you start crying? It's like, love, we're not going to start crying in the pub, don't be ridiculous. Anyway, cut to when Jurgen came out. Yeah, me and three of the Liverpool supporting lads all had our arms around each other and were basically crying into our pint glasses. So yeah, we massively failed as blokes on that one, to be fair. But yeah, no, I was devastated, mate. Absolutely devastated when Klopp left. He gave us back the football club, basically. Like I said about the Liverpool atmosphere, before Klopp did turn up, it was dire, to be quite honest, because obviously we'd had the Roy Hodgson stuff, which was, I actually saw a game under Hodgson. Funnily enough, it was one of the few that we won, and it was diabolical, mate. Then obviously Kenny came in, it got a little bit better, we won the League Cup, but there was still a bit of a problem with the atmosphere. Then obviously Brendan came in, did all right, first year and a half, obviously nearly won the title, and then after that, I mean, that other season when we lost 6-1 to Stoke was shambolic, and then obviously Brendan lost his job, and then Klopp came in, and to be honest, I mean, I wasn't on my knees at that point. I'd just become a new father, so I had slightly more pressing concerns at that time, but I just had no faith that Liverpool were going to win anything, quite honestly. And then Klopp came in, and I was like, yeah, whatever, he'll just fall away like the rest of the others have. And what was it, 8 trophies later in, like, I don't know however long it was, 7 years, whatever it was now. Yeah, the guy's immense, absolutely immense. But we've got Arne Slot now, so that is cool. Right guys, so I'm going to go back to the beginning now. I'll just show you a tiny bit round the area, then I'll turn back, show you the last bit, and then I'm going to get off and try and find another football ground if I can do. But I suspect I'm probably going to have to go to find the wife, and just to avoid incurring her wrath, basically. You've got to love family holidays, lads, haven't you? It's brilliant, isn't it? Right, let's have a look. Doubts into believing, absolutely. Did you? Bloody hell, mate, Christ. I would say it wasn't that bad, but I saw the did you? I don't know if you gave up your season ticket before. So a bit low. Yeah, cheers, mate. Yeah, now I don't know if you ever saw the Villa match against Liverpool. It was 3-0. It was one of the last matches that Hodgson won. And yeah, but we won. Funnily enough, we won 3-0, but it was diabolical. It was one of the worst matches I've seen. And the Villa fans, because the Villa were much better, I don't think at that point, they were basically taking the mick out of us because none of us were singing. People tried to sing Liverpool a couple of times, but people were just that depressed that they just were not singing whatsoever. It was still cool to see Liverpool winning and stuff, but yeah, that day, so obviously you can't get a ticket now for Anfield unless you bloody cut your own leg off and offer it as a bloody sacrifice or something. But on that day when we played Villa, I think it was Christmas 2010, and my mates and stuff, I thought to myself, do you know what, on the off chance I'm going to ring up and see if they've got any tickets for the Villa match. So I rang up and this lady answered the phone and I said, are there any tickets for the Villa game tonight, please? And she said, and I'll never forget what she said, oh yeah, we've only sold 33,000, you can get some on the door. And I was like, well, that can't be right, surely. So I thought to myself, well, I'll tell you what, I'll go up to Liverpool because it's not far from Leeds, and if I can't get in, I'll just go for a bit of a jolly up on my own and I'll just come back home on the coach or whatever. And by the time I got ground, they'd sold 38,000. Literally, there were about 3,000 or 4,000 tickets left. That's how bad it was, but yeah, there we go. Cool. Right, guys. Well, thank you for accompanying me. Thank you for chatting with me. That was fun, actually. I really enjoyed that. Yeah, cool. Yeah, nice to speak to such football-educated people. Right. Nice one, guys. I hope you all have a very good day. Like I said, thank you very much for watching. Just quickly, if you want to like and subscribe, you can do, of course. If you don't worry about it. Not a problem in the slightest. Like I said, I've got lots of other football content on my channel. This is the bit where I do the cheek basically, but yeah, so obviously my channel name Geek Boy Meta, it's Geek Boy Meta 7381, and basically I do loads on my channel, so it's split into about 7 or 8 different playlists. I'll just show you around the area as well one last time. Yeah, it's split into about 5 or 6 different areas. So there's Geek Boy does horror, Geek Boy does wrestling, Geek Boy does Liverpool, Geek Boy does toy hunts, Geek Boy does comic cons because I'm a massive geek, as the name implies. Geek Boy does football. Now this lot usually is on Geek Boy does football, so it's divided into 5 or 6 different playlists. So I'll attach this one onto the Geek Boy does football playlist should you guys be interested in seeing other places. Like I said, the Wolves one I can recommend. That was a really good one. Shout out to Wolves as well, by the way, for what they did for Diogo this weekend. That was absolutely beautiful. So thank you to Wolves for that. But yeah, all that stuff is on there if you want to check it out. Live stuff, like I said, I'm gonna try and see if I can get to another stadium now if I've got enough time. I'm sensing a problem. I'm gonna try and see if I can go to one before I meet my missus. Other than that, I will actually be back in London in well, we're leaving tomorrow, but I'll be back in London on Sunday. If any of you are wrestling fans, I'm going to be watching AEW at the O2 Arena, which is somewhere over I haven't got a clue where it is, to be honest. But yeah, I'll be at the O2 Arena, so I'll be doing live. I'll be going in there live, and then I will be there'll be like obviously a vlog, there'll be a travel vlog, the wrestling, and there'll be shorts of the finishes and stuff. So if any of you do cross over and you're wrestling fans, obviously keep an eye out for that. Liverpool wise, I'm actually travelling back on the day we play Newcastle, unfortunately next week, next bank holiday week, and so I'm going to miss the match, but I will try and do a live reaction possibly the next day, the day after that, so maybe this time next week. But I'll have to wait and see, because I'm also going to be watching Monday Night Raw as soon as I get back home from watching AEW. So there's lots of chaos and stuff going on. And also, just very quickly, those of you who are into your comic books and comic cons and stuff, I'm actually going to York Comic Con, which is at the York Racecourse Ground in a week on Sunday, I think it is. There should be a channel alert and everything, so just keep an eye out. But yeah, cool, nice one. Thanks everyone for watching. You've been great. Cheers, really appreciate it. Nice to speak to some football people, and also bonus Liverpool fans. But from West Ham Stadium, I'll see you guys hopefully soon. Bye bye.